Venezuela to Guyana's.
It looked like Guyana go into war.
I address you on an unsettling development in relation to the unlawful claim by Venezuela to Guyana's Essequibo region, which constitutes more than 2/3 of Guyana's national territory. Tonight, President Maduro announced several measures which his government intends to take in enforcing the outcome of the referendum held on December 3rd, 2023. As I made clear from the date the referendum was first announced, this is a direct threat to Guyana's territorial integrity, sovereignty, and political independence, and in violation of fundamental principles of international law enshrined in the UN and OS charters. The measures announced are in blatant disregard of the order given by the International Court of Justice on December 1st, 2023. Guyana views this as an imminent threat to its territorial integrity and will intensify precautionary measures to safeguard its territory. I have tonight spoken to the Secretary General of the United Nations and several leaders, alerting them of these dangerous developments and the desperate actions of President Maduro that fly in the face of international law and constitute a grave threat to international peace and security. Also, Guyana will tomorrow bring this matter to the United Nations Security Council for appropriate action to be taken by that body. Further, we've engaged CARICOM, the OS, the Commonwealth, and many of our bilateral partners, including the United States of America, Brazil, the United Kingdom, and France. The Guyana Defense Force is on full alert and has engaged its military counterparts, including the U.S. Southern Command. By defying the court, Venezuela has rejected international law, the rule of law generally, fundamental justice and morality, and the preservation of international peace and security. They have literally declared themselves an outlaw nation. Nothing they do, however, will stop Guyana from proceeding with a case in the ICJ, or stop the ICJ from ultimately issuing its final judgment on the merits of the case. We will not allow our territory to be violated, nor the development of our country to be stymied by this desperate threat.
Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. Double honor unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000 men. Wars and rumors of wars. Alright, Venezuela versus Guyana. Alright, and here you can see in this video that Venezuela is turning up, you know, and trying to capture a region, the Essequibo region in Guyana, which is basically 2/3 of the land of Guyana. Guyana being a huge country, you know, even bigger than England. Alright, England can fit in there a few times, I believe. Alright, you know, and this is here is all prophecy. Alright, all prophecy. The Lord spoke about wars and rumors of wars in the last days. Alright, you have wars going on with Russia and Ukraine. You have, you know, the Palestinians versus the Israelis. Now Iran, you know, America is coming in to attack Iran. America against China in the South China Sea. Alright, you know, and basically America is being drawn thin by all these things. But the Lord is doing that too. The Lord is drawing them away. You know, He's drawing them thin. To the point where eventually they're gonna definitely have a conscription. You know, a lot of you women gonna be drafted in. Alright, because the Lord is pulling them in all different directions. Because best believe it, America is gonna come in, you know, to assist Guyana. Alright, against Venezuela. Alright, but the Lord spoke about these things. Let's go to Matthew 24 and verse 1. It says, "And Yahweh Shai went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the building of the temple. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right? This is what we're hearing about. The latest one now is Guyana versus Venezuela. All right, which America, as its nature, has to get involved in everything. All right, so they're going to be coming down here on this side, which Guyana and Venezuela, Venezuela especially, is a stone throw away from Trinidad and Tobago, just about 7 miles away. All right, by sea, So shit is stirring up. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And all these are the beginning of sorrows, the beginning, birth pains of what? The end. All right? Birth pains of the end. This is what's happening here. All right? This is what the Lord is doing. All right? In this time. So we have to understand the time that you're in. We in that end right there. Don't take it for granted. It's a long list of scriptures here going into this thing. All right? But Lord willing, let's get maybe one more. Mark 13:7. Right? It says, and when you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be not troubled, for all these such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. All right, so what we've seen here is the beginning of sorrows. All right, and as we measure in the time, we know that there are certain signs that must come to pass. Certain things must come to pass before the end. All right. 2nd Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I told thee before, then shalt thou understand it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, right, there's an uproar, the war and rumors of war uproars, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. So there's a sign of the end. These rumors of wars and wars. So don't be surprised, shit is popping off. We're very close, And now, especially now, is high time to wake out of sleep. Right? If you're still sleeping, wake out of sleep. All right, Romans 13:11. It reads, and that now, knowing the time, that now is high time to what? To wake out of sleep. Right? For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. The day is fast spent, the night is the night is fast spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. All right, put on the armor of light. All right, for separate yourself from the world. If you separate yourself, the Lord, will clean you up. If you continue in the ways of the world, you're going to be destroyed. All right, so wars and rumors of wars. Let's stay tuned. Watch and pray. All right, till the next time. Shalom wa harag babal.